This is Ocean's Moonlit Pathways, and I'm Miss MJXOXO. This reading is on Riley Strain. I don't have a lot of knowledge on this missing case, this missing persons case. I believe that he flew somewhere with his fraternity brothers for some reason, but I don't think that the trip had anything to do with the actual fraternity. We're going to get started on this reading, but before I start, here is my disclaimer. These readings are conducted for insight purposes only. Everything I say in my readings are alleged, and I do not confirm deaths in my readings. All individuals discussed are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. The readings are not intended to solve or definitively interpret the cases, but rather to explore small clues and gain alternative perspectives for contemplation. Please note that the nature of these readings may be sensitive and could be triggering to some individuals. So I already pulled cards. I'm going to do it like this as an audio. See what I see. I already see judgment. I guess they could be pointing, people could be pointing fingers at each other, apportioning blame. I'm seeing awakening, renewal. Maybe someone could have snapped or made some type of snap judgment. I see new beginnings, new relationships, new romance, new love, happiness, joy, conception, fertility, pregnancy, celebrations, and socializing. From what I understand, they were out and about socializing, so I get the energy. It says the outpouring. So I get the energy of his family receive him and his family and people who genuinely care about him. They're receiving an outpouring of love. Like, people are sending their well wishes. They're sending the family love in this difficult period. But then I also get the energy with the celebrations and socializing. From what I understand, he had went out to a bar for drinks with his fraternity brothers, and that's when he ended up missing. So he was out and about. That's confirmed. Celebrations and socializing. He was being a social butterfly. And it was something inspiring. It was some kind of inspiration, new beginnings, good news, physically starting something new. So there's some kind of creative passion that he had just recently started. This is something that he's really excited about. This Riley is someone who has a lot of potential. He could be a very talented young man. I'm seeing travel, and I do believe, like I said, that he traveled to this area. He traveled to this area. There was excitement happening that night. He was getting in the game. But I'm being shown trickery, lies, and deceit. Somebody trying to get away with something, making a break for it. And it's so crazy because it says an enemy masquerading as a friend. And we'll dive deeper because I pulled the cards already and I already saw the cards, and I've already come to my conclusion as to what may have happened to Riley. But trickery, lies, deceit, cheating, theft, underhanded behavior. People are being dishonest. They could have partaked in some risky, dangerous behavior. Like I said, an enemy masquerading as a friend. Someone is spying. They have a lack of conscience. They were strategic. They are resourceful. They could be flexible, and they are escaping into connection. These are people that he had a mutual respect for. He was surrounded by people that he shouldn't trust, but it came off as though there was some type of mutual respect. So these are people that he hung out with, that he respected in many ways. But I see him feeling unhappy, feelings of regret. Maybe he regrets trusting people that he should not have trusted. Someone could have gave him an offer. Maybe he was offered a ride and he refused the offer. I'm seeing missed opportunities, stagnation, delusions, focusing on the negative, self-absorption, depression, boredom. I'm seeing something around independent and wealth. Maybe he comes from a good home. Riley could come from a good home. Maybe some of his fraternity brothers could come from good homes. They could be wealthy. I'm seeing abundance, rewards through hard work, collecting on investments. But I also see indulgence. So someone, like, I guess with the drinking and stuff like that, maybe they could have been using some type of drugs, maybe smoking some weed, indulging in earth, because this is pentacles, so I'm getting the earth energy. They could have indulged in like weed and edibles and stuff like that, possibly. I see defeat, surrender, change, walking away, self-sacrifice, self-sabotaging behavior, underhanded behavior, deception, lack of communication, aggression, bullying, intimidation, abuse, violence, crime, the R word, the M word, assault. So he could have been assaulted. It says folding on your beliefs, giving in, giving up, admitting defeat. So he could have been in some type of battle that it's like, I'm getting the energy of like a battle you know you're gonna lose, or a battle you are set to lose, and I feel like he just accepted that loss. And I get the energy of the fraternity. I pulled the Hierophant. That could be surrounding religion, traditional institutions, but that also has to do with social groups. Social groups could be like a fraternity, right? When you think about gangs and stuff like that, the Hierophant could represent that. I choose which traditions I embrace and how I do it. I'm getting the energy of like, even with the fraternity, for some reason I'm seeing a dad, the image of a dad. So maybe he like, I don't know if he went to the same fraternity, joined the same fraternity that his dad could have possibly joined or something like that. But I feel like maybe like his dad could have inspired him in some way to join a fraternity, but I'm being shown overindulgence. So I feel like they could have been out and about partying, and I feel like they could have been intoxicated. There was gossiping, bitchiness. Someone could have a lack of social life, and there's energy surrounding friendship, and the card is in reverse. This is the Three of Cups in reverse surrounding friendship. So you know these friends are fugazi. I'm seeing backstabbing and betrayal and end, defeat. Again, somebody feels defeated. So I really feel like somebody in his friend connection, a possible frat brother allegedly, could have a hand in his disappearance. I'm seeing backstabbing, betrayal, enemies, bitching, bad-mouthing, bitterness, doormat, failure, ruin, collapse, breakdown, exhaustion, an inability to cope, curses, someone hitting rock bottom, hitting a wall, hitting a dead end. They could have severed ties, goodbyes. It's a nail in the coffin with that friend connection, and we're gonna receive clarity. I feel like Riley could have received clarity that night on who his friends really are, but I feel like us as the public, we're gonna receive clarity on his whereabouts, new ideas, new plans, intellectual ability. There's gonna be a breakthrough in this case, is the energy I'm receiving. The truth is going to be revealed. Now, I'm seeing fake accounts, fake social media accounts to spy. So people could be like spying on Riley's Instagram pages and stuff like that. Or people could also be checking out like the news to see the progress of the investigation, is the energy I'm receiving. He had a fake friend around him that wanted to be like him. It was somebody who was impersonating him. They wanted to be like him. They wanted to act like him. They tried to dress like him. They look like him. They copied him. And this is like a karmic friend group, is what I'm seeing. Can't fully trust them, tension, secret competition, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. So I really get the strong energy that it could be a possible frat brother or somebody in his friend group that is responsible for Riley's disappearance. It says love on the brain. So I get a feminine energy, but I'm not going to focus on that right now. But there is a woman, there could be a woman, or maybe he met somebody that night that he was really attracted to, but I really get the energy. I'm focusing on the friends, and he could be reflecting, and this is going to turn into a legal issue. There's going to be some court, judges are going to get involved. Lawyers are going to get involved in this. Boss daddy, stable, rich. I wonder if he was wealthy. Like, somebody could have been wealthy. I'm getting an arrogant, misogynist, wealthy energy. It says a CEO, a boss daddy. So I'm getting somebody who probably comes from wealth and is very arrogant, like a show off. Someone's dirt digging. They're looking for dirt on you, vice versa. Somebody starts trouble. They like to start drama. So I feel like he has a hating ass friend that like tries to bully him or punk him or sun him or start some type of trouble with him. Look, so this person steals his ideas. They copy his work. They duplicate things that he's created, that Riley's created. This friend feeds off of Riley because Riley's light irritates this person's demons. I don't know if it's one person or multiple people, but I'm also seeing threatening, intimidating, threatened, bothered. So someone felt threatened by Riley and they ended up threatening him. They were bothered by his light. And somebody's going to receive bad karma. This is a bad karmic situation, and that person is going to receive, whoever is involved in his disappearance is going to receive some form of bad karma. I see air sign. I don't know if Riley is an air sign or has air in his chart, but there could be an air sign involved in the situation, an Aquarius, a Libra, a Gemini, and I feel like he received signs. There were omens. Someone could have predicted this situation to happen. Someone is intelligent, so Riley could be a very intelligent person, and he could be going through a transformation right now. I'm not going to say this, okay? Once again, I see some type of temptation, allure, seduction. I don't know if they got a woman involved to set him up. I do get setup energy. I see danger, entice, and entrap. I'm seeing avoidance. So someone is trying to conceal what really happened that night. They're trying to evade. I see collusion, involvement, conspiracy. So I do believe that this could be a friend group and not just one person. I see refusal, rejection, disbelief, distract, mislead. So they were trying to mislead us. People were trying to mislead us or distract us from the truth. And this person could be this person could be like a boogeyman. They could be a shady person that's into like shady things that involve children. I'm being shown domestic violence, abuse, codependent, lives in fear. So someone was living in fear. I see jealousy and obsession that leads to something toxic. Jealousy and obsession. I do get a jealous energy. There's a friend who is jealous and obsessed with Riley, and this jealousy and obsession could have led to something very dangerous and toxic. But I also get the energy of people driving under the influence. I see alcohol, drugs, medication. So if they weren't driving under the influence, there could have been alcohol, drugs, and medication involved in his disappearance that night. I see PR stunts. So when I get this, it says a fake celebrity apology, fabricated mass hysteria. To me, fabricated storylines. I feel like whoever reported him missing is lying about the timeline. They're lying about the situation. It's a fabricated storyline. So whatever story they told the police, whatever we're hearing in the news about Riley's disappearance, whoever contacted law enforcement regarding his disappearance fabricated the storyline about that night. And I see some form of cover-up, the cover-up of a crime. Once again, I see entrapment. I don't know if a woman was involved and they tried to set him up. But like I said, we will receive the truth soon. Someone will bring you the truth. A truth will be revealed to you. Live in your truth. Speak your truth. They are telling you the truth and to seek the truth. And that night, somebody was angered by news or information. They were emotionally vulnerable. They felt anger, shame, anxiety, loneliness. They were facing unpleasant memories and emotions. They had the urge to run away, escape, and this is somebody with avoidant behaviors. I feel an elevated heartbeat, someone sweating, they have a difficulty breathing, they feel scared, they're panicked, anxious, or unsafe. They feel unsafe. No control over their emotions, delayed outbursts of anger or sadness, unexplained mood swings. And I didn't even mention the first card that I've pulled was you were supposed to be my friend. How could you do something like this to me? Is what was said. And I'm getting the energy of like some type of crime syndicate. It doesn't have to be like a formal crime syndicate, but it's people who work together and they are highly able to, I'm seeing somebody who elicits goods and weapons. I see counterfeiting, money laundering, human or S trafficking, the R word and the M word again. I get the energy of being backdoored. So he was set up. It was an orchestrated hit or attack. So somebody set him up. And once again, it says fake news. Somebody faked the death, faked the kidnapping, faked the crime, lying for clout and or attention. So I feel like whoever reported him missing is involved in his disappearance. They lied. They're lying. They lied. And look, again, fake friends that are really enemies, talk about you behind your back, plotting to hurt you. They want to set you up. They want to tell people your business. They don't really like you. So he had fake friends in his corner that did not truly like him. And once again, with the frenemies, not a true friend. I wonder if this is over a girl. It could be over a girl. I'm not exactly sure. I'm just going based on what I see. It says not a true friend, wolf in sheep's clothing, a backstabbing friend, someone who talks about you behind your back, acts like a friend or enemy, but they're your enemy in secret and they tell people your business. This friend could be a coke addict. They could snort cocaine. Let me see. This was an abusive friendship, connection. And like I said, this friend, they need to check their computers, check their folders because they're into things. They prey on minors, they groom minors, they're into things. This is not a decent person, this friend. Watch them. I feel like maybe somebody could have been attracted to Riley that this person wanted, and that person is a hater. I feel like there could be some type of female energy involved in this. Not necessarily involved in a disappearance, but it's possible. But I feel like there's a female energy. It says the end of a relationship or friendship. Okay. And I feel like he could have hooked up with somebody that his friend liked or something like that is the energy that I'm receiving while I am pulling these cards. Let's see. Once again, hidden folders, dark web. So watch this friend. This friend that he has, not only could he have done something heinous to Riley, but I get that this person is like a dark person. And I don't mean dark skin. They're dark as an evil. And I see the hidden folders, the dark web, deleted files, child P. Photos of unsuspected victims, video and photo evidence. So they may have some type of video or photo evidence that could connect them to Riley's disappearance. But like I also said, this friend is into funny business. So check his computer when y'all check him. And it says addiction issues. So somebody could be a violent drunk or drug user. So we did see the cocaine. So somebody could have had cocaine and alcohol mixed together and then they started acting out. It says somebody who drinks to avoid reality, dependency on alcohol and substance. They use drugs to escape reality. So I don't know if Riley was a heavy drinker. This could apply to him, but I get the strong energy of this toxic friend that he has. Once again, fake friends. Friends who have ill intentions for you. Friends who want you dead. Friends who secretly hate you or are jealous of you. Friends who conspire to kill you. Check the friends. Them damn frat brothers or whatever, check them out. They need to be looked into in this situation. It says teamwork. So there's teamwork involved. It says working together to cover up a crime. It says a codependent couple work together to hide the truth. That may not be the case. It says a mother who enables her boyfriend or her husband in toxic behavior. But I'm going to focus on the working together to cover up a crime. I don't know if there's a couple involved in it. It's possible, but that's not necessarily the case. Somebody's dealing with a mental health crisis. They could feel disoriented. They may be unable to communicate. They could be having feelings of distress. I'm seeing criminal activity. There could be foul play involved in this. Gang members. And when we think of gangs, I'm seeing illegal activities in the street, but when we think of gangs, I'm not thinking Blood and Crips, because I would think that a frat could be considered a gang. Like the police is not like a street gang, but they would be considered a gang. Whenever people work together as a group, it's gang. So I feel like the frat brothers, they need to investigate them. I see, I'm not sure about that. I'll skip it. Somebody could have been dealing with some social isolation. They felt lonely, depressed, and they were withdrawn. Once again, I see a marijuana smoker, a toxic, deadly, harmful person or situation. Truth beneath captivating lies. So somebody told lies that just, it was captivating. Okay, it makes sense, but it's a lie. It's truth beneath that will be revealed. I'm seeing deception, allure, and danger. There's a demon involved in this situation. One of his peoples is a demon. It says malevolent, evil, malicious, sinister, control, domination, dark, somebody who operates from their shadow side. And I feel like Riley could be somebody who had a fear of failure. Maybe he was dealing with educational anxiety, worry, and stress. He could have been dealing with forms of self-doubt, insecurities, escapism, and avoidance. But I also get the energy of this person who may be involved in Riley's disappearance. And then I see that someone feels confused, baffled, lost for words, taken aback. So I feel like maybe somebody started to get hype around Riley, and he was like, wait a minute, like, what is this? Like, whatever reaction. I see arguments. There could have been an argument that night. We did see Judgment earlier. Well, I saw Judgment earlier, and I'm telling you guys that. So there was arguments, disagreements. People were pointing fingers at each other. People are placing blame and passing judgment. I also get the energy right now that this is what the guys are doing now that Riley's missing. They could be pointing fingers at each other and blaming each other, but I feel like even prior to Riley being missing, there could have been some type of disagreement that happened between him and his friends group that led to his disappearance. And I feel like people are really watching everything play out. Once again, I see alcohol abuse, so there could be somebody who is a heavy drinker. I'm going to skip that. Somebody, two things that stood out to me. All right. What they need, Friday the 13th. What they need to pay attention, I see bad luck, losing streak, a lurker. So somebody's been watching him. I see hockey. I don't know if anybody plays hockey. But something that stands out that's so random is camping and drowning. Camping and drowning. Take that for what it is. I'm really praying for Riley's safe return home. I hope that they could find him safe, healthy, happy, alive. These readings are really difficult to do, but somebody has to do them. And on that note, I am sending Riley's family and his real friends peace, love, and light. Thank you so much for listening. Happy healing.